This giant, jolly man is at the center of the Miami Dolphins defense.
He's a menace.
Yeah, but he's also jolly. It's a little confusing. Like, I'd want him to chase me to go and celebrate a party, but I wouldn't want him to chase me if we were, if I didn't want to be harmed.
Right.
And so thank you, Christian Wilkins, for being on with us. Just explain to me, though, is there anyone in your locker room having more fun than you are?
First of all, thanks for having me. I appreciate being on the show. Definitely, watched the show for a while, so thanks for having me on. But yeah, I guess not. I really enjoy my job. I really love what I do. I'm happy to be doing what I love. So I always bring a kid spirit and a fun spirit playing this game because it's definitely brings me a lot of joy. So I have a lot of fun with it. So I'm always going to have a good time.
You are also, though, the best talker on the team, correct? Not just in interview settings, but in terms of on the field, correct? You're everyone would concede Christian is the best trash talker we have.
I was going to say, some would say, most would say that's probably the case. But yeah, I'm just doing me out there most of the time, having a good time, having a fun time playing the game I always played my whole life. So most probably would say I can trash talk a little bit.
Who would be second? Who would object to you being nominated as the best trash talker?
That's a good question. I really like Jalen's got some stuff, especially when he gets going, when he gets into it, Jalen Ramsey. But I think I'll probably take the top spot. But we could both get cooking together a little bit and ruffle some feathers. So.
Are you talking trash to everyone, or are you waiting to spot a weakness in someone that you're playing against and then start talking trash to them?
Hey, this trash talk thing is an art. I'm always turned up on game day, going all day, every day. But then when there's something specific I could potentially get on or really, dive into a little bit, I mean, that's when it might show up a little bit more. But yeah, I'm just nonstop out there pretty much.
All right, we're going to give you here some video from that popular Kelce podcast here, and I want you to break it. I want you to break this down with us.
Something about a good insult where it's like you can't even get mad at it. It's just great.
You got to tell the one, man.
Which one? I got a bunch.
You got to tell the Miami joint practice one.
Dude, Wilkins was talking trash just in the practice. So he was talking trash, and then I started yapping at him, which pretty big party foul by me because I wasn't able to practice.
You were practicing, yeah.
So I'm over here yelling, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Jalen Phillips says, "Shut up, eyebrows. You ain't even practicing." And I was like, dude. Just called me eyebrows? Like, I can't even come back from that. Like,
that boy got some thick-ass eyebrows, man.
Like the dad from American Pie. I mean, it's, there ain't too many dudes got eyebrows like this.
What do you have for us there, Christian?
No, it's pretty, everything he said is pretty spot on. It was a joint practice, and it was like later on in camp, so the energy was kind of low and, whatever. So I just got going. I was just like, man, let's go. I just kind of set the tone and was talking trash and kind of got everybody fired up on both sides, the Eagles side, our side, and just kind of got everybody going. And like Jason said, he wasn't even practicing. He was just kind of off to the side, just over there. But he was like getting into it because he saw me kind of going. So, he's the leader of their team. So he's like, getting his O-line fired up and everything. But yeah, and so the next play got kind of chippy, and I guess Jalen just looked over at him and he didn't know who he was. Jalen was young at the time. He didn't know. I guess he doesn't know who Jason Kelce is, and he's just like, man, stop talking eyebrows. Like, you're not even practicing. It was just like that. But it was real funny. The energy at practice was great. And that's why I said kind of the art of trash talking. I kind of got everybody fired up, kind of got everybody going, and that's what I honestly wanted, just to bring that intensity to practice and kind of, set the tone for my teammates.
I don't think that us watching the game can possibly understand, just watching, who's a good center and who's not a good center. So you tell us, Jason Kelce, in terms of people that you've played against, what does the top of that list look like where you're impressed by someone's strength and someone's size and mobility, and you're like, all right, I got my hands full today. This one's going to be a little harder than most.
Yeah, Jason's one of them just because he's a vet. He's savvy. He just, knows where his help is, everything. There's some good ones around, and there's some underrated ones too as well. I really like Ted Karras. He was a former teammate of mine. But he's just stronger than most centers, and he's got that grit too. He's got that nastiness to him, which is rare a lot of the time for a lot of centers or offensive linemen. He's one of them. Yeah, there's a few guys around. Obviously Ryan Kelly, he's pretty good as well. But yeah, those are just a couple of them when I think about it that come to mind immediately.
Is anyone ever stronger than you?
I mean, come on. I mean, you know, I'm not I'm not the strong. I'm not gonna say it like I'm the strongest man in the world, but I can.
No,
always,
but I don't mean anyone in the world. I just mean,
No, I got
do
you.
you
No,
ever
I know.
feel a
You
center?
insulted him,
Do you
Dan.
feel a center strength and are like, okay, this guy is as strong as I am?
Absolutely. There's some good players in this league. There's some good, strong players in this league. You just got to find other ways to get your job done effectively if they're a little stronger than you, if they got, some silverback qualities to them. So, yeah.
Christian, I want to know what is your official review of the Tyreek Hill-led roller coaster touchdown celebration?
So I didn't know that was planned. That was actually pretty elite, if I do say so myself. Like the offense has been doing a great job putting up some points, and then also just having some swag and having some fun, when they do score. And I'm glad I get a front row seat to it a lot of the time, and I try to join in as much as I can because it's a lot of fun. And our offense is so explosive. But that was top tier right there. I didn't know that was planned. They did it, and I was like just as surprised as everyone. I thought that was well executed, well done. And shout out to Rob Hunt. I didn't realize he was
Right.
doing the seatbelt. Like that was a nice touch. I didn't realize that till later on. But yeah, that was really cool. Exactly, they did a good job. The details were elite, and the execution was elite.
Has Fangio ever laughed?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still waiting to, maybe in his own way, he'll give like a smirk. Like he's kind of got his old man humor, but he's cool. I love Fangio, but yeah, he's definitely got like his ways and his jokes and kind of like his dad jokes or like his dad moments, and he's just like, kind of real subtle. He's not as like animated as me per se, but he's got his moments.
This is not Greg. Please stop drinking during the interview.
Christ,
we
man.
hear you drinking. We
Twice
can
we
hear
heard
it.
your water bottle.
It's just not
I
something.
did not realize that.
You're in
I'm
front of a
sorry.
microphone. It picks up
Okay.
what you're doing.
Okay, I
Christian,
apologize.
I'm putting you in a bad spot here, and on the front end. This is not gotcha journalism. It's just
Oh, boy.
me asking the question that's not meant to trap you, but you've watched enough of this offense and its changes to be able to answer this question for me in a way that, if you're honest about it, might give us some insight. So if I ask you and make you to choose one MVP of your offense, and it's Tua or McDaniel or Hill or Mostert or whoever you want to pick as your MVP, with the front end saying, I'm forcing you to pick one.
Yeah.
This is not gotcha journalism. Just help me understand who's the MVP of this offense. What's your answer?
Ooh, that's really tough. That's a good question. You could go a lot of different ways with this because, again, our offense is crazy, so many different weapons. But I'm gonna give a shout out to some people that don't get a lot of credit. And subtly, I would say Alec Ingold.
This is a lie.
That is well
This
done.
is a lie.
Master class.
Master
class. Let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
No.
Let him finish.
No. I'm not. There ain't no lie. I'm standing on business, and his value and what he brings to the offense is insurmountable. Really, just the versatility he brings and the different things he does, and really just he sets the tone a lot of the time for our offense. So I'm gonna say that number one. No, I'm standing on business, and I'm gonna say that. Yes,
All right.
Alec, number one,
All right.
and number one. That's 1A and 1B. I'm gonna give a shout out to my boys up front because they've been doing a great, solid job all year. And they get great looks and great reps in practice going against our D line. So they're prepared for what they see on Sunday. So, and they've been doing a great job all year. Those are my two MVPs.
That is a master class in avoiding a question, Dan. You will not trap Christian Wilkins. Yeah.
It's
He just swim moved you.
I'm going to give him a standing ovation right now.
That's not.
Elusive.
You're elusive.
Hell of a swim move right
He
there.
didn't
Low
answer.
man wins.
Low man wins. Way to go. Way to go.
All right.
Yeah.
So after them, if I give you the only three choices, you're not the only veteran here. If I only give you the three choices of McDaniel and Tua and Hill, after Ingold in your offensive line, which is a answer, total
Hell no,
No.
you're not gonna get me.
Okay, so
No, I said what I said, and I'm standing on business. I said what I said.
all right. Speaking of business, you were very professional this offseason when the business of money made an appearance. And how difficult was that for you in a sport where you're breaking your bodies on behalf of the organization and everyone in your huddle wants to get their money?
Yeah, like you said, it's just part of the business. But at this point of the season, I just love ball and I love playing with my teammates and I'm having a lot of fun. So that's really just the focus for me is just being the best I can now for my guys and having a lot of fun because this year has been great. This is the most fun I probably had in football in a while. And now, and that's saying a lot because I enjoy this game. I love this game. And I just, play with such passion. And for this year, just to be as special as it is, not because of wins, not because of nothing, but just because of the people and everything. It's just been a lot of fun. So I'm just, just enjoying it while I have it now. And just being a part of this team. We're having a great time and just the energy around here is great. And all that, everybody who's working in the building. It's been a lot of fun this year, just a lot of different energy. So I'm just excited to be a part of that.
If you had to pick what felt better, here or Clemson, here or all the winning at Clemson?
Yeah, Clemson was definitely obviously really special for me. Great university, go Tigers, Clemson was really obviously special for me, and I had a great time there, winning championships and finding my best friends for life. The other D linemen that I was there that are in the league now, that was real cool and real awesome. And there's really, there wasn't really any time like college because that's when you're coming into adulthood and and you're finding your way with your brothers. You're all just broke and hungry, and you know what I'm saying, and just trying to go get it, and and all that stuff. So that was special. But like I said, this year has been really fun too, and just really special for me to this point, and hopefully there's more good times to come ahead.
We have less than a minute here, Christian. Did Florida State get robbed?
I'm an ACC guy. I think, with the circumstances, and, it's tough because it is Florida State, but I think they definitely should have made it. They earned the right, they're undefeated in a Power 5 conference. So I think that you definitely they've earned the right to be in there.
But we can laugh at them, right?
It's pretty fun, though. FSU, right? Come on.
You're right. Yeah. Oh, man. But, hey, like I said, wait, time out real quick. I got a question for you, Dan, because, I said I've been watching the show for a while. How's Poppy, man? That was my guy. I loved when he all used to get on and sing on the show. And, during the little breaks, he'd do like the singing. I'll never forget the one time he was singing Migos. That was hilarious. But, yeah, like I said, I always watch the show. So I just wanted to check in to see how Poppy's doing.
Thank you for asking. He will be thrilled that you asked, even though he prefers only Cuban Dolphins. Those are his favorites. Those are his. They're just they're.
Wepa. I know a little Cuban. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well,
I've been down here I know a little Espanol.
He just turned 80, so he will be very happy to hear that the center of the Dolphin defense, an underrated Dolphin defense, is a fan. Thank you for making the time. We're a fan too, sir. It's been a pleasure to watch you work.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's definitely humbling. Thank you for having me on the show.
All right. Thank you, Christian.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
That was fun, man. Thank you.
All right, good deal. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
You too,
I
buddy.
noticed, Chris Cody, you said that under your breath. I understand you said that well said to him because he said, "Thank you for having me on the program."
He said it in my ear.
Yeah, and he said, "Well said," but then he ran out. That guy ran out like a coward.
Right.
Like a coward. Good seeing you, Christian.
All right, y'all.